Well, good afternoon, boys and girls, girls and boys. And here we are at Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And I'm beginning to think I should be staying at the firewood and not fixing lawnmowers. Big troubles here with this MF7 deck that I was working on, and I thought I had it all fixed up nicely. Anyway, I made a mistake. And I knew better. But it doesn't surprise me that I made the mistake. So this deck is a time deck, so that the blades have to be in time so that they do not hit each other. So that's the way you're supposed to time them. One like that and one like that. If they're not timed, or if those things that I fixed on the other side slip, there's what happens. They overlap so that they will cut the center in between the two blades, right? Because they're not offset like normal decks. I should say newer decks. They're not necessarily normal. Anyway, there you go. There's what happens. It's an inch overlap there, so that if they're not in time, or if something goes haywire on those shafts and things slip, bang, 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 bang. And that's just the way that is. And you can see with that blade, look at the chunk and wear that's took out of that. Yep. Bang, bang, bang. So anyway, as you can see, I don't sharpen blades. And I can tell you that deck cuts perfect for me. Maybe not for somebody else, but it cuts perfect for me. Makes a nice job. So, the other reason in some cases why you don't want to sharpen your blades, because you can't get those blades anymore that I know of. So by sharpening them, you're lessening the life of the blade. Anyway, what I'm trying to do here, so Saturday afternoon I was sitting here looking at the deck, and I all of a sudden thought, holy cats, I didn't time them when I drilled the hole. So the shaft wasn't in the right position, and the hole was drilled through the shaft, so. And I didn't know. I took it apart and then re-drilled another hole. Well, then the shaft is even more weak. I don't think it would really bother it, but it might make it difficult to drill, because you still could be into the other hole that you already drilled. So I didn't really want to take that route. I didn't really want to take apart all the shafts I put together, because it went together pretty good, and I was quite pleased in how that was together. So what I'm going to try and do, let me see now. Where did my book go? Book. Here is my book. Yeah, when I get to page, certain page, I'll have to set you down here for a minute. Sorry about that. Yeah, where are we at here? Okay, there we go here. And this diagram is the way the deck is sitting. It's just the left hand blade, right hand blade. Left hand gearbox, right hand gearbox. So what I'm going to try and do is take that cap off, the gasket, and the bearing. The bearing holds this shaft in. So if I take them three out, I might be able to pull the gearbox back, turn it to the position I want, and slide it back over this shaft, where it's supposed to be. And then put the bearing and the gasket and the cover back on. So I got to get those gearboxes out. So I've got that on this side kind of pretty well done, so I'm hoping tomorrow I'll do what I just said here, and hopefully that goes half-wise, and then put it all back together. Now I spent probably 2 hours trying to get that thing apart. I guess that's the way it is. I was kind of hoping, and after looking at this diagram I kind of figured I couldn't, but I was kind of hoping that I could change the position. The blade was like this, so I was kind of hoping I could just take the nut off of here, take this off, and then position that this way. But I can't because of the way that's made there. It has to sit a certain way. So that is what I am up to today. And it just takes up a lot of time. There's other things I want to be doing. Anyway, I guess I got to fix it, right? So. Welcome back to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today we're going to continue on trying to fix the mistake that I made on this deck. So, not that bright in this corner here, and that's why I'm over here. So I'm going to turn on the studio light and see if that helps any. Oh, there, look at that. So anyway, I'm going to get these two arms off, so it'll be easier to get at this. And I want to re-explain what I'm going to try and do here. I kind of did it yesterday by looking at the book and explaining what I might have not had that quite right. So what I'm going to try and do is take these 4 bolts in here, pick this up out of the deck, so it's so I can go that way with it. And I may block this up so it's up higher. I might put something underneath in there to pull this up, so that this will have a straight run across when I'm trying to get this out. So this will all come out as one piece. This here, this, the bearing, and the shaft. So the shaft comes out of the gear that's in the back corner here, back side. And it's a splined unit, the same as what these were in underneath in here. So that's what the goal is today. I kind of maybe explained that a little wrong yesterday as I got thinking about it today, which was yesterday and today. And anyway, we'll see if we can get it fixed up. So that's the plan. Pick this all up a bit. All this comes up. Undo them 4 bolts. This goes that way. I make sure I got everything where I want it. And then slide the box back onto the shaft and put it all back together. That's my hope for today. So we'll see how that goes. I gotta get, like I say, make sure this is this way. I got this blade pointing this way right at the moment. So this one, where it hooks onto the gearbox, is going to have to be this way. All right, so we'll do a quick little weather report here. I always do that. So it's kind of cool today and cloudy, and I thought about going and cutting wood today, but I don't think I might. I have a little thought that maybe if this goes well and is done by noontime, which I doubt it's going to be, that I might go and cut wood this afternoon if it warms up. Anyway, at the moment it is 1 degree Celsius. And if I can do it here one-handed, probably I can't. And 34 degrees Fahrenheit. So northeast wind at 11 miles an hour. So you really don't feel anything outside today by wind wise. Now I'll get back to Celsius here if I can. Yeah, so 18 kilometers an hour. And look at that, 26th of March. We're pretty near over with. All right, we'll kind of move along here. So today now they're saying 4 degrees and possible showers. So that's changed since yesterday. They said 5 and just mainly cloudy. So yeah, it's not looking like a good wood cutting day. And tomorrow it warms up, but showers again possibly. And Thursday is 12, and Friday is 12, and Saturday is 5. And then cooling off again by Monday, down to 1 degree Celsius. So no wood cutting there. Maybe, well, won't be Sunday either, I guess so. And the wood cutting's going to be put off again for a while. But I think that's what I got to start doing and stop working on lawnmowers. Holy cats, I just can't seem to do anything right some days. As my son and I say to each other at times, we're stupid enough to get ourselves into trouble, but most of the time smart enough to get ourselves out of the trouble. So we'll see if that works today. Jumpins. There's 2 clips here, so there was one done yesterday. The first part of the video was done yesterday, so I had to cut off some of the end of the first clip because it wasn't good. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm going to shut you off again now just for a little bit here, and once I get situated, I'll show you what I'm up to. I'm hoping to have you sitting over here. Something, yeah, something like that's quite a magnet I got on the phone thing, holding thing here. There, I'm going to try and have you situated like that, maybe not. Anyway, we'll see. I'll be back in a bit. All right, here we are again now. That thing's kind of set up. I've got the little arms over here out of the way. I have this gearbox up out of the deck by about a 2x4, I guess is what it's sitting on. And we're going to take it apart here and see what happens. That's what we're going to do. Shouldn't be too hard to get apart. Just head it apart. Calm down, calm down. I'm trying to be calm. So I have the blade over on this gearbox here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I have the blade pointing directly out the chute. It's right in line with this shaft here, like that. Or I shouldn't say that because I moved this, so I'm going to have to recheck it. The other thing that's going to happen here is I'm probably going to get some mess of oil and stuff here because I had greased her and oiled her up here the other day too. So that could be a little bit of a mess. Alright, now we'll check underneath. I've got a flashlight so that I can see underneath. And we'll check and see where it's at. Okay, it's off quite a bit, so I'm going to turn that so that that blade is, like I said, straight along this way. That's the way the blade is going. Now I got to make this one, hopefully this comes apart anyway. I got to make the holder thing on the bottom of this for the blade this way. Now we'll lift this up out of here and see if it will come apart. There we go. Now, as you can see, maybe this piece here, that's where the blade sits into. So I gotta turn that so it's straight the other way. Right like that. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, this is going this way now. Before it was kind of going like this. So now, I'll try and get it back in here. I could say just that simple, but I'm not done yet. So let's see if I can see in here now. Okay, it looks to be where it should be. It may not be exactly at 90 degrees away from each other, but it's pretty near at 80 degrees or 85. Need wag. There's, oh, there you go. All right. Now we'll bolt this back together. Hopefully. There we go. And didn't even lose any grease or oil. Now this could be a fairly long video, may not be. I'll try and keep it as short as possible. I certainly don't need to be watching me trying to fix my mistake, I guess. The other thing is to make sure the belt is still in here, because if it wasn't, then you'd have to take it off or again to get the belt in there. Hopefully the belt lasts for a while. It's going to be quite a job to change the belt now. Suppose a person could try those, what do you call them then? Belts that you hook together. I forget what them are called. They're kind of like they kind of link together like a chain on a manure spreader kind of thing. But it's a V rubber belt, so it's kind of neat for you can adjust. If you can't get a belt, you could get one of those and make it the length you want, I'm trying to drink coffee here too to keep myself calm. Calm. Stay calm. All right, we'll get this block out of here. There. All right, I'm going to shut you off there for now because I've got to bolt up a bunch of stuff and then we'll see what happens. All right, we're back at you again here. I've got her bolted back in place. This piece turns nicely, and I have the I have the belt in place, so I don't have to take it apart again. Happens. All right, I got to put 2 locking nuts on this gearbox. So this one didn't have any. I don't know why, but anyway, bolts are all different lengths and different bolts and stuff. So it's been apart over its lifetime quite a bit, I would say. So I just got to get that on and see if we are in correct position. If not, it's got to come all apart again. But as Hank Snow would say, I'm moving on. All right, well, shut you off again here for a minute and I'll get back to you. I got to flip the deck up and get to the underneath of it here. Just hang on a minute. All right, there we are. That's what it's supposed to look like. So now when it spins, they miss each other. This gearbox has got a little bit of noise. This one doesn't. But it's running in a lot of oil and grease and stuff, so yeah, it could have been there before. I don't know. Anyway, I don't foresee any problem with that. And what else do we have? Well, the other deck, if the gears go bad, there are gears in that deck that's up on the wall over there that you can't quite see, but it's up on the wall there and it's got gears in it. And we have another deck at my son's place that I know is there, and he says that there is another deck over by the barn in the field there. So that's more parts available. Whether they're any good or not, who would know? But the gears and stuff like that in them would probably be all right. It's just them shafts that seem to give the trouble. So I guess that's done. I'll do a little cleanup on that maybe, and you can kind of see how that deck stays basically clean. You get a little bit of stuff here, and you get a bit of stuff here because of something welded in here sometimes, so stuff catches there, but for the most part, the deck keeps itself clean. And I'm pretty sure the last time I used it, it was in wet grass, because 90% of the time here on PEI, the grass is wet when you cut it. So that deck is kind of strange how it keeps itself so clean. I have another deck on a Ford over there that it just completely fills itself. And it's kind of strange why some decks clean themselves out and some don't. I have a little Sears tractor that's in my little storage shed here at home. It works great too. It's a dandy cutting thing. But it needs belts for it to operate at the moment, but to drive, she's slipping on her belts. But it's some easy on gas, easy to steer. Just a little deck. I think it's 38 inch on it, but it keeps itself clean like that one does, and cuts perfect. Makes a real nice job, and easy on fuel. Anyway, it's funny how some decks clean themselves out and some don't. Anyway, I guess this might complete this video for now. So we'll have to see how things go once I get it hooked up and on the tractor and cutting the grass. Anyway. All right. hopefully you don't do what I do. Make more work for yourself because you did something wrong. That's about 4 hours wasted because I made a mistake. Anyway, have a good day, and I'll turn off my studio light before it gets dead. What else am I going to tell you? I don't know what I'm going to tell you. A couple of more envelopes. And I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. I may work on that now. I think I'm just going to scrape a bit more of that out and maybe take a brush to it and sweep out the excess and whack that stuff on it. If I can get that done, that'll be another thing off the list instead of waiting for a month to get it outside and do all that. And I can fix up that weld there. It's not a big deal there. I can probably do that in here without getting into too much trouble. I just kind of clear things away, put a tractor out maybe, and just turn the deck over to here so I can put the weld on. I got to put a little. I think I'll just see if I can. I'll squeeze this back together and weld them two together, and then maybe get a little piece of something and go over the top of it and weld that on. Anyway, that's not a big deal. Anyway, that might be happening today because it's nice out today. I guess you'd call it nice, but it's not raining anyway. So Mr. John Deere could go outside and I could flip that around and weld that. That would be a good thing to get done today if I could work at that this afternoon. Almost in time, so I'm going to go in and get them dented. Anyway, there you go. Done. And if you're into them kind of decks, you've got to remember to have some time to really need them. It's kind of too bad I couldn't show you how it throws grass out. Look at the size of the opening here. It kind of throws it out like if you had a whole pile of grass in your hand and you just kind of went like that with it. That's how it kind of throws it out. Oh, it makes a great job. You never see windrows from it, even in the wet grass. It just throws it out evenly. Yeah. Only 34-inch deck, but it works on slick. All right, goodbye again. Have a good day, wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. And hopefully you're not working on a chainsaw or a mowing deck.